Hi everyone, today I'm bringing another video without preparation. All the inspiration is from one person and one story I had with him, which gave me a lot of shock, a lot of thinking afterwards. This story has been inspiring to me and stimulated a lot of productivity. I became very much more productive afterwards. Are you ready to hear it? Let's go. A couple months ago, I joined this accountability group where we study together on a very intense and set curriculum, and we have accountability calls every week. At the beginning of it, every one of us has to do this phone call with the mentor to set the goal that we would like to achieve by the end of the program. The reason why I signed up for this program is because I've started myself transformation journey and I've increased my productivity so much. At that time, I was already able to do a lot more positive things in my life and much less time wasting negative activities by then already. And there were a lot going on with me. I was pretty much take action type of guy already at that time. So I took the action and booked the call with the mentor immediately. I call him mentor, he's actually much younger than me. However, even he's much younger, he's been through a lot of difficulties, probably more than I did. He has grown a lot from it. I admire him, how much achievement he was able to do at his age, and also what a mature and a tough man he has grown into already. He's in his mid-20s. So back to the story. I anticipate this phone call very much, so I thought about what I'm going to talk about. And during my preparation, I was thinking about all kinds of activities I'm doing. I have the pressure and also this tendency to impress this guy on the phone call. So the phone call started at the scheduled time. We said hi to each other. Then he asked me what I want to achieve. Then I started to talk about all kinds of things I'm doing, right? I was doing martial art, which is Muay Thai. I go to class twice a week. I probably spend 3 hours a week. I want to have at least amateur fight as the goal for training. I was doing a lot of exercising. I was working out every day. I do weight training on one day and I do a long distance run the other day. And I told him that I do a lot of networking. I was making a lot of friends. I was practicing my social skills, which I said many times in this channel that I set it as a life goal to continue improving my communication skills. And I shared with him what I've been doing on a daily basis. I also mentioned the YouTube channel as a new career and a main focus. I had not learned how to shoot videos, not to mention about cutting and editing footage. At that time, I had not uploaded my video, I Was Reborn, if you're interested. So this is the first video I actually seriously produced from zero experience, had no experience of how to cut videos, how to edit videos, and how to do all kinds of small stuff. So if you're interested, check this video. Anyway, so I have not posted my first real video at that time. And I said, I'm going to learn how to cut videos and post videos, and I'm going to make this my focus as a starting point of a new career. So I was talking, and he just listened. I can feel like he's listening carefully, but he did not really interact me, and he's very quiet, but very actively listening. I can feel it even just through the phone call. And after I'm done, right, I've said probably, I don't know, 10 or 50 things that I'm doing and some type of goals I want to achieve. And what happened is very, very interesting and shocking. I thought that was impressive that someone can be so positive and engaging in all kinds of positive activities. And this dude just responded with a single sentence in a very, I would say, cold way. Here's what he said. He said, all those are great, but they're too easy. All those are great, but they're too easy. Too easy. I did not fully understand what he meant at that time. I understand it more now. They were indeed too easy. And why? For example, having martial art training 3 hours a week, I'm actually spending very little time on it. And my progress on that will be very slow. I set a so-called goal of having at least one amateur fight, but I did not set the time and I did not set the actual steps how am I going to achieve that. All I said is a very vague idea of having this fight, and my training schedule and how intense I train does not give me an idea of when exactly can I do that. So it kind of served as a self-deception. On one hand, I told myself I'm training. On one hand, even I'm not sure how I'm going to get to the goal. You see that? It's too easy and it's vague, it's unclear in terms of goals and how to achieve the goal. The second thing is that exercise. Exercise is great. So I gained about 35 pounds during COVID. And since early last year, I've lost about 40 pounds in 1 year. So I was very proud of myself that I went back to training, I went back to exercise, I'm getting healthier and healthier. To be honest, that's not a thing. That's not even a thing. That's nothing to be proud of. I think it's just necessary for one to take care of his body and his health. No matter what he wants to achieve, it's a fundamental thing that has to be done, and there's nothing proud of it. It should have been a default for anyone who wants to be successful. So there's nothing really so difficult about it. I did a half marathon without training, so I said I can do marathon. I think I pretty much can do marathon, but to be honest, any healthy man can do a marathon easily, as long as you have the mental power. The next thing is improving communication skills. That's amazing. I did set a daily practice that I want to do and a goal for that, which is still not that hard because I set as a life goal to improve that in the rest of my life. I would say the goal is to reach the potential, right? Now I understand what he means is that spending a small period of time to practice one skills is only the way to keep it from rotten. It's not the way to improve it. And overall, every goals, everything I talk about in the end, this guy told me clearly that they are not productive activities. I'm not building my career, I'm not building my wealth, I'm not getting paid because I was not giving value to the external world, which makes so much sense. Then he immediately addressed that, why don't we set a goal for making videos? Even nowadays, thinking about this, I'm still shocked of how sharp his mind is to identify all the bullshit and nonsense I talked about and catch the most critical thing immediately. Hearing that during the call, a little shocked and so much inspiration, I immediately feel there's something clicked in my heart and I said, yes, let's do it. I had no idea how difficult it is to grow subscribers on YouTube. A lot of my assumptions and expectations were based on nothing, zero experience. And a lot of them were assumed by ego. How the ego works is that without getting to know the cruel and harsh reality, the ego can separate our mind from the reality and build some dreams, some fantasies that we can feel good about, which is all illusions. So I was thinking that I can easily hit this many subscribers in this short time period. So this guy, whose name is Tony, by the way. So Tony said, how about 1,000 subscribers at the end of the program? I agreed without any second thought. First of all, I did take this as a new career and I wanted to dedicate to it. So it's no-brainer to agree on a goal on building this YouTube channel. On the other hand, I had no idea how difficult it was to build 1,000 subscribers, and I thought it's easy. I thought 1,000 subscribers is so easy, and I agreed. By the time I'm shooting this video, I have 57 subscribers, and it's actually time to deliver our agreement. So I failed that agreement. I could have worked harder. I don't regret much about not achieving this goal at this moment. I did try really hard and I pushed myself really hard, and I saw my growth through the last couple of months. I'm happy with the results, but I understand that it can be much, much better. So from this story, what I think is that it was another awakening call for me to shake up my awareness of the reality and to make myself more clear about how the ego played. Because at the time I took the phone call with him, I've already been on the self-development journey for about a year, and I was already a very, very different person compared to a year ago. I thought that I have achieved so much. I thought that my life has become so much. I thought that my life will automatically become much better if I keep doing this way. And this phone call wakes me up and make me realize that there were so much level above that. There are so much level of greatness, of productivity, of self-discipline, of confidence, of overall goodness of men above that. To really reach my limit, there is a far way to go. That's the first thing I immediately felt. It made me check my ego and realize that how many stories and lies I told myself every day. This goes to another concept of discipline and priority. So I was telling myself all these things I'm doing, they are all good things and I need to do all of them. What I didn't realize is that I know which has higher priority than the other. However, sometimes I still choose to do the low priority things. Do you know why? Because they are easier. Having multiple valuable things while not assigning priority to them or not to execute based on the priority is actually another way and a very subtle way for the escapism. It's much better than escaping to video games, to other negative or non-productive activities, but escaping from a higher priority to the low priority because the lower priority is easier. It's another type of self-escapism, and what it does is that it made the progress much slower, and it's hurting us to reach our real potential, or it's delaying us to reach our own potential. That's a very powerful lesson I learned from it. And in the end, I just feel very happy and lucky that I was able to build a connection with Tony and other similar-minded people. It's said that the closest 5 people made you who you are. I think that makes a lot of sense. Before I connect with this group, these people, I really have no idea what is dedication. I have no idea how high standard dedication, discipline, self-confidence, and productivity can be because the other people around me, they're not at that level. It's no wonder that I have no idea and I have no observation of it. Now, directly observing it and feeling the vibe, feeling the energy, my level has been increasing. My level of overall goodness, let's say goodness, or productivity, or whatever, has increased so much in such a short period of time. Every week, I feel like I'm a new person. Every week, I can push myself a little above my previous standard. The overall progress and the experience has been one of the best I've ever had in my life. How I look at the things are totally different now. So this is another unprepared video. It's all from a lasting inspiration I got from this small instance I had. I hope that gave you some inspiration as it did to me as well. Just remember that it's very likely that there are much more levels higher than what your perspective is, what your level is. And make sure don't let the ego blind you, stop you from becoming better and better. Because we all have so much potential, so many of us are blind about it. So remember, they're too easy. So just like how we talk to ourselves every day, for example, I'm so tired, I already did enough. Try to tell yourself going forward, yes, all good, but they are too easy. Bye bye.